This video is for class 9 physics, and today we will learn how to draw the image of a point object formed by a plane mirror. So this here, image of a point object formed by a plane mirror. This, let us discuss actually what happens first, right? Then we'll talk about the drawing part also. Actually what happens, suppose one object, a point object, is placed in front of a mirror. Mirror is mm1, right? Then for simplicity I am taking these two rays, two incident rays. Okay, first they will go strike the mirror at the point of incidence, right? Now they will start obeying the laws of reflection, and thus we have the reflected rays from each point of incidence, and these are the normals, okay, at the point of incidence. So now when we produce this red colored reflected rays back, it is appearing to come from this point, or it meets at this point, so the image is created here. So this is a virtual image because the rays are not actually meeting, the rays appear to meet when they are produced backwards, or the rays appear to meet at this point I, right? So remember here, this distance and this distance is always equal, that we'll understand afterwards. Okay, so this is how the reflection takes place, or this is how the image of a point object is formed. But to draw this particular diagram so that you'll get a perfect diagram, okay, I'm about to play a small clip. Please watch that clip, right? So let me start with the line mirror, okay, and I am drawing a straight line here. I am drawing a straight line, okay, to represent our mirror. So mirror is m1, okay, m and m1, and then I am drawing the silver part, okay. So okay, so I am about to complete, right? Okay, the silvering part is over. Now I need to make the object, okay, I need to make the object. So to make the object I am taking 4 centimeter from the mirror. So I have taken 4 centimeter from the mirror, so I am marking it as O, okay, I am marking it as O. Then I am measuring equal distance below the mirror also, right? So I am starting from 4, so I am marking it at 8 centimeter, so I am marking it at 8 centimeter. So now at 8 centimeter I am representing it by I, that is the image. Now I need to start the rays, the incident rays coming out of the object. So this is my first incident ray which is coming out of the object, right? And then I have the second incident ray which is coming out of the object, right? Now they should follow the laws of reflection, but the problem here is to get the proper diagram, I am starting it from the image, okay, I am starting it from the image. So as you can see, I got the reflected ray also from the point of incidence, right? So now I proceed with the same step, okay, with the second ray also. So here I am making the dotted lines starting from the image I, and then I shall get a reflected ray also, and then I shall get a reflected ray also. So my diagram is almost complete. A few things needs to be added now, okay. So I need to place a I in between the reflected rays, so that for this position we can see the image below, right? Then the other few things needs to be added, like those points of incidence. The first one is A, the second one is B, and the reflected rays also need to be marked, which is C and D, right? So now last two things are left, that is drawing the normals. So here I am drawing the normals also. So the main thing is the first step where you mark the points of the object and the image, okay. So that was my first normal, and I am drawing the second normal as well, right? So I hope you have understood. So probably this particular drawing is understood. Okay, so let us try to understand the other topic, which is image of an extended object formed by a plane mirror. Image of an extended object formed by a plane mirror. So here this particular diagram, as you can see, it is quite similar to the previous one, because in the previous diagram we had just taken one point. So two rays were taken and it had two reflected rays coming out from the image I, but here we have A dash. Since it is extended, so I need to take the rays from the other point as well, so I have to repeat the step two times. So I have made a small clip for this particular diagram also. Okay, let us understand, before going to the clip, let us understand what actually happens. So here the object throws infinite number of rays, out of which I have taken two rays from the tip, right. So these two rays strikes the mirror at the point of incidence, where it suffers reflection, and thus obeying the laws of reflection, the reflected rays are formed. So when these reflected rays are produced backwards, it meets at this point, and thus the image of this tip is formed. Similarly, the other points will also do the same thing, but I have taken the last point here, okay, for simplicity, right. So here, from here also two incident rays strike the mirror at S and R, right. Again it also suffers the reflection, obeying the laws of reflection, thus we have R dash and S dash as the reflected rays. So thus when these two rays are produced backwards, it is meeting at B dash, thus one image is created, A dash B dash. So this how it is happening, okay, this how it is taking place. But to draw this particular diagram, okay, we need to measure the points and then draw, so that we don't have any problems in getting this particular diagram as our answer, okay, as our result. So let us go to the clip. So let us begin with drawing the figure, okay, of the image formed by an extended object. Just to save the time, I have already made this mirror part, which is M1 and M. If you remember, in your book the figure is vertical, but I am drawing it horizontal, so that it becomes easier. Okay, you can draw vertical also, afterwards you can flip it, right. So let us start. So here I have already taken 4 points, okay. So for to just to save the time, okay, the first 2 points are at a distance of 4 centimeter each, 4 centimeter above the mirror and 4 centimeter below the mirror. The upper one will act as my object, the lower one will act as my image, right. Similarly, the other 2 points I have drawn, whose separation between them is 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter each, 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom, right. Now I shall join the 2 points, okay. Here I am joining these 2 points such that I will get my image here, I shall get my image, right. So then I will put the arrow also, that will act as my head, okay. Then I am drawing the object now, okay. So object should be a full line here, then I will make the head also, right. I can give the names afterwards. Let me start with the incident ray. As you all know, from one point there should be 2 incident rays, right. There should be 2 incident rays. So this is my first incident ray, okay, and then I am drawing the reflected ray for it, okay. I am drawing the reflected ray for it. Remember to join these 2 points here, right, these 2 points. So now the ray goes upwards, right. So this is my reflected ray, okay, and that is my dotted line. This particular arrow is not necessary at all, this particular arrow is not necessary at all, okay. This is just to show you that I was drawing in the upward direction, right. So this is my second incident ray now, and this second incident ray, okay, will also have the reflected ray, will also have the reflected ray. So again I am starting with the same point, okay. So I am drawing the dotted line, right, and then I shall draw the reflected ray also. So again I am putting the arrow. Remember, this arrow is not required, okay, this arrow is not required at all, right. So okay, so the next reflected ray is also over. Now we can start with the incident ray from A, right. We can start with the incident ray from A. So the incident ray comes and strikes at the point of incidence. So this will also have the reflected ray from this particular point here. So now as you can see, the rays are intersecting, okay, it does not matter if it intersects, right, it does not matter if it intersects in the drawing out there. So now what will I do is I will just draw the reflected ray for this particular incident ray also, okay. So as you can see, it is moving up, okay, and again this arrow is not necessary, this arrow is not necessary, okay. Then the last ray coming out from the point A, and here we have the incident ray. Then I am drawing the reflected ray as well, like before. Now with the dotted lines, okay, and then we have the straight reflected ray. Now the rays are over, okay, the rays are over, right. Now the labeling part comes. So A and B is already labeled out there. So remember, the distance between B and B dash should be equal, okay, from the mirror. As it is drawn on the figure, so I have drawn this particular line also, this particular line, it is shown in the figure, therefore I have drawn this. So I am now labeling it, okay. I am labeling the points of incidence, right. So P, Q, R, S I have just labeled, right, and then now this will have reflected rays. So R will become R dash, S becomes S dash, P becomes P dash, and Q should become Q dash. So I think so labeling is also over, the labeling part is also over. So now my diagram is almost complete, right. Here I haven't drawn the normal, okay. So the object is there and the image is there, right. So I hope you have understood, but this is horizontal, I am supposed to make it vertical, so I am flipping it, right, and now it is not in the frame, everything is not in the frame. So what will I do is I will just zoom out, right. So here this is the figure which you can see, right. So this is the figure which you can see. I hope it is clear, right. Let me pause the video. I hope this is clear, this particular diagram is clear. So this is how we are supposed to draw the diagram, okay. So I think this much for this particular video. I hope you have understood. Thank you so much.